G'day, it's the ordinary bloke here. Just finished fiddling around trying to organise this production with my crew of one. I'd like to read to you today from the Sorcerer's Tusk, which is the sequel to Scorpion's Breath, the continuing story of Callum, Andy and Pitch, and Ron, the little demon fellow. Okay, so I'm reading from chapter 5 and hope you enjoy it. Obviously I can't look at you while I'm reading off the screen, but that's okay. We can go with that. As I said before, I talked to Pitch while I was on the way to the airport to pick you up. After these words, Andy immediately averted her eyes and sipped her coffee. Callum allowed it, but he was losing patience. The tinkle of spoons in cups and on saucers provided a harmonic backdrop to the other sounds of breakfast. The air was sticky, stirred ineffectually by ornate overhead fans. He looked around, observing the unobtrusive service amidst the buffet hustle, and closely co-located tables. This is why I couldn't do my own audiobook, see, because I'd probably mess it up. He looked around, observing the unobtrusive service amidst the buffet hustle and closely co-located tables. He looked at the tablecloth, admiring the beetle motifs stitched into the double-folded cotton edges. They reminded him of Pitch, but he didn't want to talk about Pitch. Have you been to Istanbul before? Give it a rest, Andy, said Callum. I'm getting a little tired of this dance. A glass fell to the floor, smashing both itself and the ambient sounds of the dining room. Sentences were chopped off, heads turned, necks strained. Callum knew that Andy would seek further refuge inside the disturbance, but he was determined to push her into the conversation they had to have. The talk, which had been circling their relationship like buzzards around a corpse. The sooner the issue was out in the open and resolved, the sooner they could resume normal communications. All this awkwardness was not only irritating, but also exhausting. Second-guessing himself had become second nature to Callum with respect to Andy. In recent times, he had been gifted a good deal of clarity, despite the bizarre circumstances. Although he was still coming to grips with that, he was at least heading in a particular direction. Ron had been a goldmine of information, and even though the angel had not yet returned, Callum was certain he would. Andy, on the other hand, epitomised uncertainty. There you go. Both the Scorpion's Breath and the Sorcerer's Tusk are available on Amazon if you search them. And you might like to visit my website, dacairns.com.au, for more of my great literary offerings. And that's all from me for now. God bless. This is the Ordinary Bloke saying bye-bye.